Hey everyone, it's Maya at Quaints, and I am back with another question submission from someone who requested to join my Facebook group. All right, so this video and this question and answer session will be all about, well, how do I help my child pay for college or university? Okay, so now let's look at the specific question. I am going to open up this right here. So this was the question that was submitted by someone who requested to join my Facebook group. Now, the person says, well, how do I pay for my daughter's college, and how to help her to apply to real scholarships? Okay, so the first half of the question is, how do I help her pay for college? Number one, the FAFSA. Let me put up this link so you all know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay, the FAFSA. Let me get this link out. It's all about federal student aid. Okay, you're going to want to go to this website here. I'm going to put this on the screen for you. Bam, that's the website. Go to that website, studentaid.gov. And even though, like, regardless of how much money you make, you're going to want to fill it out because you never know. A lot of times, families and parents think because they may be middle class or upper middle class or even earn higher incomes that they won't be eligible. And that's not always the case. Depending on how you allocate your assets, so on and so forth, where your wealth lies, there's a chance that you may be eligible. So that's number one. Let's see what the federal government can do. Um, and there are a lot of other strategies, okay? So let's address the second half of the question and then how to help her apply to real scholarships. I am so excited that a parent is right there willing to help their child actually apply to scholarships. I wasn't so lucky to have that. My father was and is effectively illiterate. So he wasn't able to sit down and actually, you know, read these application prompts, help me write the applications, and blah blah blah. I would say this: real scholarships usually require work. Okay, the number one way you can tell if a scholarship program is not real, aka a scam, is if all they ask from you is your demographic information. If they're just asking for your name, your number, and your email address, it's likely not a real scholarship program and it's likely not a real scholarship. A lot of these scholarship scams just harvest your information. They want to collect your data to then sell it to a third party because they'll probably take your name, your number, your email address and try to sell you a product later on. Okay, or maybe even scam you. All right, so that's how you know if a scholarship is real or not. Usually it requires some type of work. Usually if you click, through the scholarship website, you can clearly see the location of the office, the organization that's funding the scholarship program. It's just clear. Okay, you can see past winners, you can Google the scholarship program and information about the scholarship program will come up. That's how you know if it's a real scholarship. And from my experience of applying to hundreds, if not thousands, of scholarships and fellowships and student funding programs, your essays matter. So if I were you, I would have your daughter come up with a good base scholarship essay, something that's like pretty generic, pretty general. Look through the different scholarship programs she's eligible for and come up with once you find a prompt that's pretty general, like, oh, explain what you want to do or what you're passionate about, something along those lines, and write that essay and perfect it. You can take her to the library. A lot of times libraries have writing workshops and they offer editing and reviewing of your essays. Guidance counselors offer that. Teachers offer that. So you want to get that base scholarship essay, that base personal statement perfected. And then later on, you can cut and reuse it and tailor it for other future scholarship programs. Okay, that's my number one advice on how to help your child apply for scholarships is getting the writing down pat. Another thing is, be aware of how she is eligible, right? Like a lot of people will start applying to scholarship programs without fully understanding whether or not if they are eligible. A great way to search for scholarship programs is by the specific characteristics of your daughter's or your child's identity, right? Is your daughter a STEM student? Does she want to study computer science when she gets into undergrad, or does she want to study nursing, or does she want to study history? Depending on what she wants to study or what he wants to study or whatever your child, whatever, son, daughter, um you're going to want to search for scholarships on those specific aspects of their identity. Okay, that would be, two big pieces of advice I can give you as a parent for how you can support your child is be on hand, always looking. And, like you can search while she's in school, you could tag team the effort. You could go tell your child to go to school and make the best grades that she or he can possibly make. You can tell, I mean, if I had a child, I would tell my child, hey, go to school, focus on studying, and I will just be searching for scholarships and thinking about your eligibility and picking out the ones you're eligible for and then handing them over to you to write for the essays and then taking your essays and then reviewing them myself and editing them. That's what I would do if I had a kid and we were going through this process. Okay, and I hope this is helpful. And I have a lot of other videos on this YouTube channel that you can check out. I address these questions regularly now. I have plenty of people coming online asking me questions when they request to join my Facebook group, my support Facebook group. So, check out other people's questions that I've addressed on my YouTube channel. You can go into the live section and you'll see a bunch of videos. And yeah, if you need any specialized intensive support and help, you can always book a consultation session with me. That link is in the description. You'll see my calendar and the days open for booking. And yeah, you have a lot of options and a lot of support. We are here to support you. This community is growing, and I'm happy that you are asking questions and that we are growing. Okay, until next time, I will see you all later.